coastal trip. A lot of horse carts waiting to take people on a ride. Taking them for a ride, I guess.
So that's a good
Motifs, the emblems above the entrance into the city of Medina. Medina is what they call it. The lions guarding at the gate. This moat has orange trees in it now. Orange grove, but that was a moat for water. As protection from the enemy. I saw a few oranges on those trees. Can't see them through the viewfinder, but they're there. That's on the inside of the arch as we came in. Those walls are about 20 feet thick, maybe 40 feet if you really get to measuring it out. Balconies that are on the buildings within the walls of the Medina. Notice that one there, how it's made. It is a painting in tile, glazed right onto the tile. On the side with the blue lamp up above, the Polita. Along the street they are selling these. They run around about $60 a piece. All different kinds of door knockers. 20 US dollars. $42 Maltese pounds. Banister.
You can see they've put up all the stands where the stands. So we have
Big double one over there.
small chapel which is dedicated to Saint.
It's a hanging light. Every corner has one on. There's one over there. There's a balcony in the background. Real narrow street. Knockers. Massive doors and the door knockers.
Below their status would live opposite their front door. They're either semicircular or they go down at angles. And this was an easy way
One of the narrow streets.
You see?
The defense in the city is, in the old days, keeps the articles of war going down the streets. They were narrow passages.
And it is occupied only by a family of 4 people. The next palace.
Another view down the street where they do to permit the cars to come. They only leave the people that live here with the cars in. It's pretty quiet here. We were told there were no cars permitted, but they're parked all over the place.
You remember I told you that Pobilena to build this palace.
Door, knocker, handle pulls.
Into a museum of Maltese culture. That'd be a brilliant idea. For many years it was also
Beautiful pieces of art, they're bronze.
It was also used as a school.
Knocker. Doorway that's marked with all of the artwork and carvings.
I mentioned it, at least you'll know which one I'm referring to, okay? So we'll continue on to the main square now.
I think I got a couple of those in Valletta the other day. Museum. They have a stage set here. They're having a big carnival here Thursday. We'll be back home at that time. But they're, it's a flower carnival and Memorial Day situation of some kind or another. Cornice decorations. Real passageways. Statue of the Madonna. Young people walking around. There must be a school here someplace. There's some you don't see much of here. school kids or any children around at all. They're all pretty busy and kept inside. In the upper floor of this building to the right here. Some more window guards. Balcony built out of heavy, looks like about 3/4 by 3/4 square bar. From the street into an inner area, some shops in here. Take a look at that door though. That is a beautiful thing that's been preserved. They have an outer door that shuts against the inner doors. Statue of Lady of Carmel. It's beautiful. Looks like a pretty sturdy door. Those arched windows with the pillar right down through the middle. Notice that white marble pillar. The detail is just wonderful. Another decoration on the side of a building. Against the street, they've got it as the entrance place to go into a restaurant. The lookout point. You can look out over the countryside. Sentries have watched what was going on. Real thick wall.
And you see there is a bay with a strip of land at the Malta. Now we have come round that bay quite a number of times. And where there are schools.
Give us a little closer look at the coastline. People at all up from this vantage point. As we've seen from other clips, this is a high up on the hill vantage point to see all over the valley. Which you don't see today.
The servants' garden of the house on the opposite side.
It's an inner place that inside the wall. Open the lights right up to the center, and when they're closed, it does make the decoration. Guide and her mother just happened to run into her down here.
I was telling them yesterday that you had 6 daughters.
Yeah. Two of them.
And this other girl's number 6
Very good guy.
in their family.
You know, enjoy yourselves.
Ties their restaurants here. Yard of a residence. Go around the corner and there's another little aisle. This is the way the whole town is. Just real close-knit, small, narrow passageways. And these are private homes here. They live here. House honoring the Virgin and the baby Jesus. Another view of the close, narrow streets with the balconies out in them. A view of the narrow alley street. Another plaque by a door. Sometimes they'll have a name right underneath a plaque like that. Such picture honoring the Virgin and the child Jesus. A moat, the people are in the cars are going over at the bridge. And then this is from the exterior side of the fortified town. And that is the pictures of Mdina, fortified town on top of the hill. This is inside the cathedral. We're going to hear a concert. Some choir. Freeze my focus. Give you some of the paintings and murals on the wall. Maltese cross on the top of the arch. This is the staircase that goes up to the pulpit. There's the pulpit where the priest or the bishop or whoever he is delivers a homily. Tail and carvings on the wall. Another panel across the chapel. This cathedral is a series of tombs, the knights of Malta that was killed are all buried here. So we walk right on top of the gravestones is what you might call it. By and look at me. As you see, out underneath all those chairs, it's all gravestones and vaults. I hear that the orchestra is tuning up now, so I'd better get back to my seat. Altars on the side. Along with the tombs. All the way up through there. They tore the floor up of the church every time they had a burial. Here is a blank. There's an open face there. There's no more Knights of Malta, so I don't know how they're going to fill that one. They told me that the knights were buried here, and that the bishops and the priests were buried over at the other cathedral. I took the picture of the Blessed Virgin Mary with the child Jesus. Or how it's old and how big and massive it is. View of the crucifixion. The fella didn't know I was here, he just came right on through. The remembrance of the knights. From the rear looking to the altar with the overhead. Fine detail of all the walls. Beyond belief. Confessionals that are still being used. Statue depicting the various things of the knight's life. Tail on that. Brace for the Pope. Two of them the same, one on each side, holding up the platform. Looks like it might be carved out of wood. Absolutely unreal. They are painted with the light behind the shadows and everything, and they absolutely look like a statue setting up there. They're painted on a flat background. Look at that one there. They're not statues, they're paintings. St. John's Cathedral shortly. This was built in 1602.
Now, as soon as the oracle was ready, Caravaggio came to Malta. He was fleeing from Italy for some misdemeanor he committed over there, and when he arrived in Malta, not only did they not send him back, but they made him an altar. But there is one real form of art of the time. During that period, painting figures were always represented in the shape of a pin. Now this is the composition of this painting. We have one arch on the left-hand side with
A painting of the beheading of St. John. We all know the biblical story, the Gospels. The girl that wanted the head of St. John on the platter. This is it showing, if you can see it in the picture, of the bars on the tail. That should be heading in St. John's. Sculpture on the side, St. John's head.
Well, there is a lake right in front of the area, and it's so
Choir that's down here. They're going to give us a special concert on the stage. They just happened to be at the hotel. And Marco went and Marco's in the hotel.
Und singe meine Weisen und geht von Haus zu Haus. Und singe meine Weisen und geht von Haus zu Haus. She Wiesen sind grün und die Blumen sind grün. Doch am schönsten das weiß ich Meine Schwester ist die Sonne, meine Schwester ist die Sonne und mein Bruder ist der Südwind. Hallo, zum Tanz, ich schmücke mich für dich zum Tanz, ich schmück mich die Rosen, Rosen der Liebe, vielleicht auch allerliebsten meine Rose ins blaue Haar. Nicht gerade sehr Sonne, schau mir den Jungen an, schmücke mich für meine Liebste, schmücke mich für dich zum Tanz, für dich zum Tanz. Meine Liebe stand im Garten der Liane und der Palme und es sangen Nachtigallen und es sangen Nachtigallen und es liebte mich der Südwind. Hallo,
Reception of the Prime Minister.
Good evening.
Good evening, Marco.
Good late afternoon.
No. Meet the Prime or the Minister of Tourism. Then we'll go to a reception party and then to a dinner. By the Minister of Tourism, shaking each and every one of us by hand as we come in. They have an orchestra playing music, as you can hear it. And I'll show you a picture. It's just out of this world. It's a view from the Royal Gardens here, looking over what we call the Grand Harbor. This is a view of the Grand Harbor from the official buildings here. We're going to have dinner at the casino. Now, this is not a gambling casino. It is a exclusive club. You have to be a member to get in, or get your friends in, or someone like us. And they do invite people like us coming to come and have dinner, and it's supposed to be a real sumptuous place. Continuing the view of the Grand Harbor. See, we were on this harbor taking pictures from water level yesterday morning. The sun is just setting behind us, and I tell you, it is beautiful. All of these stones reflect the light. There's our people assembling. They're coming through the gate, shaking the man's hand, thanking him for the good time their country afforded us. We will be going home tomorrow morning. Really interesting. Into that point there, and then I'll shut off and move over to the other one. This point here, and they are beyond imagination. To the right of that point is the dry docks. I see they have the oil drilling rig raised a little further and fixing the tanks and repairing it, welding. We were down through there with a ship yesterday. And then the pigeons are roosting in the trees. No, they're just a handful of them up there, I'll tell you. Now we show a view of the gardens, flowers, the fountains, walkways. I'll get over to see the hand shaking pretty quick now. The view of the fountain. The view of the trees and the people walking across there, coming in to join in. All of ports of call, that's all. Public is barred. Marco and Nancy making comparisons on something. The grounds here. They're taking pictures. Nancy and Marco and all the people.
Very good. Thank you.
They're posing. They don't have to pose when they had the prepared drinks all ready to go. They just hand them out to each and everyone that comes in. A lot of glasses out in the area now. Picks right here. He's opening a bottle right there. And again, we take a picture from the north end of the platform. I'm sure I have every bit of this on the film from the harbor, water level, but this is from up above looking down. See the harbor edge there. I wouldn't be able to identify all the locations in conjunction with the other film, but Jim and his wife, we've been on many, many, many trips with Jim. Not over 10, I'm sure. Hi, Jim. Playing fiddler on the roof music. Texture, we don't know the reason why, what these rooms were for, but they were used for official functions. Blooming in the flower plots. Velvet type flowers in a flower pot seem to be in full bloom. I'm going to get up a little closer to those, see what they look like. Close view of that flower. They are pretty.
They dry those at home. Oh, yeah. And they will last for years.
Beautiful little flowers. Oh, now, where there's been a bridge built so that the cars can go down through and around. We are looking directly south, and soon you'll see that it is also directly right to the dry docks. And that completes the picture around. There's the dry docks right there, the shipyards. With those daisy type flowers. Oh, this camera follows it right in, I tell you. Looking to get your badge on record.
This is a beautiful place.
This is Bill Bradford and his badge that he has taken. And
You know what he's doing? He's taking a picture of my shoes.
I can't believe he's doing this. Stand still.
Stand still.
Don't let him know that you're looking, you know.
No.
Official discussion here. This is Nancy and Marco and the flight attendants.
It's almost the same design, but
No light at all?
no.
No light here?
Oh, it was tiny, yeah.
There was a light there, but it wasn't blinking. Blink,
No,
blink. It's just a red light. Now
Yeah,
last
just
night
a
I
red
put my
light.
finger over that, see, so nobody could see it.
Well, I didn't see that. Was that?
Huh?
Did you get a picture of Elaine and didn't see any kind?
Lane, right here just now I got it. So look what this got.
Oh. Thank you.
I lost mine. I got lost. Still lost.
I don't like that as well as I did the other one. The other one was much better.
outside. Plaque in memory of someone who drowned in the river. Another view of the archway. They've had memory plaques all the way around. This is in behind the area where we're really supposed to go, but I asked permission and they said fine. We'll bring that in closer. I don't have to walk up there. Yes. Tourism. They're standing there talking together. Very pleasant fella. Jackson. Nancy authorities said this time we have to leave, but we will be leaving. Right there.
They're like mushrooms. Finish.
Down to the bay, waiting for us to go in. This is the dining area that we're going to have our final banquet.
They got your name on this side. Buddha boys, Buddha beans.
Before I was interrupted, this is the view of the dining hall where we're having our banquet this evening. Looks like we're going to have a small chorus, singing chorus room, and it's also the large table room where other people will be sitting to be served. I'll take pictures during the evening to show what's going on, and also the entertainment. The shield is above the table here as we go into our doors. Grand Masters bar room. These are the young ladies that are passing out the Maltese crosses to the ladies dressed in black and white. Pretty young ladies. One in white passing out the crosses. They have about 4 stations like this. They come up the stairs. They're taking care of them. There are our guests tonight, largely sitting there. We arranged for the table with friends. Lou Castillo and his wife. Lou is gone. And there's 2 friends who live. His wife. Their friends on the other side. We're going to have an enjoyable Rose Choir.
Yesterday, suddenly
with the gracious ladies that handled out our Maltese crosses and the programs. They don't even know I'm here. Get a little closer. Having their lunch also. All of the guides and the assistants, people at the hotel, they're with the travel club. They're with the travel agency, I should say. Really darn just as pleasant as they can be. We have had really wonderful by the table. Professional singer performing for us.
I like the songs that make the whole world sing. I like the songs so long and sad. I like the songs that make the whole world sing. I like the songs so long and sad to sing. I like the songs that make those little girls cry. I write the songs, I write the songs. For I am easy, and I write the songs. And I write the Are these a vagabond shoes? Are longing to stray? You got very hard on it. New York, New York. I'm gonna wake up with a woman that doesn't sleep. And I'm made of the one, and I'm top of the heap. Are these little town blues are melting away?
Joseph Katari, give him credit.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a commercial, but somebody else will write better tapes. Cassette, which you can take with you on the souvenir. And there's a fine photos about you. So keep on that now, and I'm going to see you later. Thank you.
Headdress on for the dance.
see is called the Camcorder dance. Now this dance has a strong
Without this year again, we have a year without injury. And I congratulate you with you to follow these license very well. I'm sure they made you come back to tell your friends to come to Malta for much longer than we have. Thank you very much for this. I'm glad that you survived. Thank you very much. Simon, thank you very much. Not only that he is the best looking younger generation, but he is I tell you, without them, I'll be lost. When I work, there are always things we can't control. Thank you for your support. And now, who helped us create this unforgettable program. And for the first of all, I would like to thank the committee of this private club who allowed John, for the first time in the history of this club, to invite so many guests, because they're always allowed to bring few guests, but somehow he managed to convince them to bring 250 guests tonight here. Thank you. We would apologize for the inconvenience that we might have caused for other members, but I would like to ask Captain Alfred Calera to come up here so that
the club.
This, I think, is uncalled for, but I hope you enjoyed yourself and have a good trip back home. Thank you. Thank you.
everything excellent, and I hope you will have a big vacation. Would you like to?
All I can say is we tried our best. This is our first experience with such a large American group, and I wish that we have many more American groups in the near future. Thank you for coming.
Possibly in smaller numbers, maybe.
Since he is always on time, we also have a clock for him, and not to forget the beautiful Colorado. He has a special book. He deserves it. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nancy, certainly Marco, I would like on behalf of all my colleagues at the Suncrest to thank you very warmly, A, for your marvelous sense of humor and for being such exemplary guests. And as Marco said, we're very flattered that having stayed in super hotels, probably, in fact, I'm sure, better than the Suncrest, but we're very flattered indeed that your stay with us was a comfortable one, and we very much look forward to having you individually or globally. I don't mind the numbers, really. I'd like, on behalf of the staff and my colleagues, to thank you for your generous gesture in terms of tips, pourboire, and they all have conveyed to ask you, to tell you their warm, warm thanks, and let's see you again soon. Thank you very much. It put a lot of trust in myself, number one, but certainly I couldn't have managed to accommodate all your whims and requests without the help again of my colleagues all. But as a token of their gesture of sympathy with Marco for having put up with us. But I must say, for one, I always learn something every day, and in the past 6-7 days, I am a wiser man having been scrutinizing Marco's military precision in everything he's done. Marco, I have some small memento from my colleagues and myself for you to remember Malta. No doubt we'll see you again, but until such time, this will remind you of us. Thank you. But probably with a good old Maltese boat, Maltese dice out, you would have had a smoother journey, I'm sure. Notwithstanding your fear of our elevators, which incidentally are American, they're called outlets, none of these people have ever had one incident in the past 7 days. I thought I'd thanks. Thank you very much.
I sent 3 faxes and said, fix it before we come. Thank you. Thank you. You know, maybe because he was in the army and he's a major, he doesn't take no as an answer on this island also, and he was pushing and get everything that we wanted. Thank you. In Memento, we have a special limited edition hand-painted American eagle for him. However, it's packed in the box. I hope he will open it, I don't know. But this is for you. And Nancy, this is the official plaque because that has your name on. And Colorado State, you want to say something?
Just a word of appreciation. We certainly appreciate everything you've done on our behalf. And again, as Martha said, all the lovely little guests with the little houses and the glass. But we know without the help of people such as yourself, these trips don't work, and our people are made to feel special, and that's exactly what they are. So we do thank you so much. We hope that you will hang this in your office with pride, and that you will enjoy the book telling you about where we're from, and come visit us one day. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for the very charming gift which you have bestowed on the undeserved, I would say. I would just, for the record, my second name or first name is not Caesar, it's Kassar, which is a local Maltese, probably of Jewish origin, it's a local Maltese name. I thought, Marco, for a moment you're going to do a boot or something, so I just made a record. Well, I know from what I've seen and what I've heard, you've had a pleasant stay. And we had hoped that this visit will be the forerunner of many other visits from other similar groups from the USA. You might not know, but only recently, since the summit meeting in Malta 1989, we recognized that the USA was a market which we should go for. This we are endeavoring to do, and to date we have been successful. Although our activities are just a small drop in the ocean, we hope that by the time we have identified the market correctly and carried out our promotion activities, what is now just a drop in the ocean will end up as a waterfall. You will always be welcome here. We are possibly the only English-speaking island in the Mediterranean, so you're home from home. We have fought wars together, and therefore we have a lot of our sons, 60,000, living in the USA. Kindly don't forget that the Philadelphia Bell, the Liberty Bell in Philadelphia, was constructed by a Maltese, and we are very proud that we are involved in your history as much as you were involved in our history during the last war, when with your assistance we could make sure that the infidel who is trying to get through and take over the island was pushed back once and for all. Ladies and gentlemen, I will not carry on, but before I do, I just want to make one small presentation. Marco was instrumental in introducing Getwell to Malta. When he first said, "I will get you a mystery trip to Malta," I looked at Marco and said, "What do you mean? What's this mystery trip?" He said, "Well, people know where they're going to take off, but they don't know where they're going to end up." I said, "Lovely, Marco. It reminds me of my job. I know where I start every morning, but I never know what I'm going to do next night." Marco, my thanks to you, and on behalf of the National Tourism Organization, please accept this. I was not aware that Albert was going to give you a boat. It is a boat. I don't mean that you should go even faster, but it's a boat to bring you back. Thank you very much. I'd like you to accept this little token from us. I hope it will adorn your sitting room, wherever you choose to put it, and I hope you remember us for years to come. But before you all leave and before I say good night, I would like to present Nancy again with two things. You all said you've enjoyed it. Well, I have recorded every bit of it on a photo album. It's here. I'm going to give it to your club, and I'm also enclosing a video. So for your club. Tonight will be recorded on part 2, Twin Peaks. Okay? So I'll send that over post-haste in the days to come. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless America, God bless Malta.
You are getting champagne, we are waiting for you. We are waiting. We are not going to drink without you. In the land of cotton, all time so soon. Look away, look away, look away. Dixieland. I wish I was in Dixie. leaving yet. However, the early risers, you are slowly able to go home because the first guides will take those who want to go and start packing or sleeping or whatever. Will have a very slow motion tonight. Unfortunately, I will not be tomorrow to see you off at the airport. I'm leaving at 5 o'clock in the morning. God bless you all. But before, I want to tell you one important thing. We got one more surprise for you. But it's coming tomorrow. There is one important thing in Maltese custom. If you come in the house, you can only leave at the main door. Albert was so upset with me when I said that you have to enter the side door to the hotel. He said, Marco promised me one thing. Everybody will depart on my main door tomorrow. So you are all leaving on the buses from the main door. All right? All the best. Nancy is going home. Those with the minibuses will have minibuses leaving very soon. As soon as you come down, you can slowly leave. Tonight you are not forced to go back by the same bus you came in. Tonight you go home when you feel like you are going. Obviously the last one will push out when Joe is tired and will go home. So we will shuttle by buses home. We walk up with the guides. So those of you who would like to have one or two dances more, Joe is ready to play for you. All the best. See you next year.